now be talking about how LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant. We're going to be talking about four major things: finals appearances, just the strength of LeBron James, his leadership, the number of seasons, and his health. First of all, he's been to 8 consecutive finals, and he had to face the best team ever. He lost 3 times, but he did have the greatest comeback ever, and he will go down in history for that as the comeback king. And yeah, Kobe Bryant, he faced some adversity in the finals, but not really a whole lot. And he had Shaq helping him, and he guided him along the whole way. LeBron had people, but not Shaq. Okay. He had the most numbers in 8 finals. He won 3 of them. He became MVP in all 3 finals that he won. Kobe, 3 of his finals that he won, Shaq was the MVP. So I don't want to hear it. He went to 8 straight finals. Not any other player has done that. And he put up at least 20 or more, no, he averaged at least 20 or more points in every single final. So people say he choked in the finals, but he didn't really choke in the finals, he just lost. Okay. And then, last but not least, when talking about the finals, he came back from a 3-1 deficit. No one ever done that. And LeBron James, I believe, is the only person that could have completed that challenge. Okay. Next, let's talk about injuries. Injuries has never been a problem for LeBron James. Never. I'm gonna leave off where I started. Injuries has never been a problem for LeBron James. He is always physically healthy and in shape, and he's always the strongest person on the court. He's clearly the strongest court in all games, and in games when it matters, his shot is falling. He can drive to the hoop whenever he pleases. If his shot is not falling, he still has the ability to drive to the hoop. And I feel like Kobe Bryant, he had to have the shot falling. Going back to finals appearances, there's been no one who has led a group that bad to the finals, ever, than last year. He did lose, he got creamed in the finals, but he was facing the Warriors, and at least he led that group to the finals. During playoff time, the playoff is LeBron's playoffs. LeBron always turns up the heat in the playoffs. He always has great playoff performances. And during the regular season, he tries, he does try, but in the playoffs, he always turns up the heat, and he knows when it counts. Kobe Bryant, he did the same thing. He always turned it up in the playoffs too, and he had great finals performances also. But at the end of the past, Kobe Bryant also had Shaq. When LeBron changes teams, he has changed teams 3 times in his career now. And LeBron, whenever he switches team, he makes that team a championship team. He makes them contenders for the championship. When he went to the Heat, 4 straight finals. When he went to the Cavs, another 4 straight finals. Right when he left the Cavs are now the worst team in the NBA just because one player left their team. They went to $1 billion franchise to a team full of scrubs. Now he is on the Lakers, and he has a 14-9 record. It's the best record the Lakers have had in a really long time. And the best player on that team is LeBron, and he's leading in every statistical category except rebounds. This is a big part about why LeBron James, I believe, is the best. He makes people around him play better. He knows how to use people's strengths to make them play better basketball, and he knows how to scratch out their weaknesses to not have their weaknesses show on the court. He makes people around him better. He passes the ball. He uses the people around him to win games, and Kobe Bryant mainly was, he's not a ball hog. I don't believe he was a ball hog, but he was mainly a ball dominant player. He's mainly a ball dominant player, and when he had, and that team was all around Bryant. He has led the league in assists. He has been the all defensive player 3 times in a row now. Well, not 3 times in a row, but he has won that. He has won that reward 3 times. He has led the league in assists. He has led the league in scratch that. But he does pass the ball, and a lot of ball dominant players do not pass the ball. But LeBron can be a ball dominant player and pass the ball, which I love. Lastly, his health. His health has been His health has been unbelievable. He has played for 19 seasons. That's one of the longest careers an NBA player has ever had. Even at 33 years old, he is still the best player on the court, if not the best player in the NBA. He has had 2 40-point games now, 1 50-point games. He is still clearly, he has the strength to score, he has the strength to beat LeBron James we saw in the past, and he's having one of his best seasons as a 33-year-old basketball player, which is unbelievable. He puts in thousands of dollars to his health every year, which might play into a factor of why he's so great at the age he is. But no other basketball player really puts that much energy and effort into their health. He has been grinding his whole NBA career. It is showing on the court. He is a superman on the court right now. He's still playing his best basketball at such an old age. And lastly, it's not all about what's on the court. It's off the court too. He has donated millions of dollars to his community in Cleveland. He has created a school called the I Promise School that's helping young children in Cleveland achieve their goals of school. And he makes the community around him a better place.
How's it going? Today I will be arguing why Kobe Bryant is a better basketball player than LeBron James. One of the first things that I want to talk about is definitely his toughness and raw grit. He handled injury and adversity really, really well. One of the major things that sets Kobe Bryant and LeBron James apart is the fact that when Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles, he got up, shot his free throws, and made both of them. And LeBron James, after getting a cramp, had to sit out the rest of the game in the finals. So that's one of the biggest things that makes me kind of wary of LeBron James' greatness. And I just feel like he's a better finesse player. Kobe Bryant is. I think he was more versatile and more well-rounded. I know LeBron James is a spectacular, performer. He has intangible gifts, and he could dunk better than anyone else I've ever seen, and he can shoot when he needs to. But I believe that Kobe Bryant is a better all-around player.
Quick outlet to Irving. Irving to drive. Irving to finish.
On the floor, and even a solid percentage in the 3-ball.
Loose ball, Irving gets it, and numbers now for the Cavs. Here's Smith, the lob to James. Oh! LeBron!
Now that was a tough catch.
Go to the line.
Now keep an eye on him in the top left side of the ring. Now watch where he catches it.
Curry gets away from Irving. Pass inside, stolen by Irving. Throws it ahead to Smith. Smith, alley-oop to James!